Namaste. Good morning. So we have been learning Gayatri and about little bit of Sanskrit about the chant. So before I go into other mantras of the Mula mantra, so I just Chandobadha, Chanda means the grammar. So Om Bhurvo Swaha, so they are only like surname or prefix name that is added. But the main course is this, starter is different, main course is this, and finishing is different. So you have, when you go for a meal, you have starter, you have a main course, and at the end you have, so you have what you call is, pudding or ice cream or something like that. That is so all three are very, very important. So when you say Om Bhu, Om Bhuvaha, Om Suvaha, Om Maha, Om Jana, Om Tapa, Om Satyam. Before that Om alone comes. Om, and then Om Bhu, Om Bhuva, Om Suva, Om Maha, Om Jana, Om Tapa, Om Satyam. 8 letters will come. Then main course. At the end you will have Om Apojyoti Rasamratam Brahma Bhurabhuva Suva Suvara. That is the finishing, and there is a starter, and there is a main course. So, the main course is this, and this is the way you divide the syllables. Tatsa Tatsa Viturvarenyam Tatsa Viturvarenyam. Mark it. That is the sixth Shatpadha. Gayatri is called Shat Chandha, means the sixth letter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where you have to chant, Ucha. It has to go up. Matra. Tatsa Viturvarenyam Bhargo Bhargo Devasya Bhargo Devasya Bhargo Devasya Dhemahi Dhemahi. Sixth letter. Again, Ucha. And again, third one. Diyayana, Diyayana, Diyaya, Diya, Bharga, Tatsa. This also, Sa, Go, Yo. It is not as long as this. Tatsa Vidurvarenyam Sa. Is it Sa or Sa? Savitri. Savita. It has to be chanted like Savitri. Niyam Tatsavit Savitar, or you can say Savitar. But if I say, a Sanskrit scholar, suppose if someone is watching this, he will say, hey, you shouldn't say Sa. He doesn't understand. That's where a scholar reads, but you should know. Tatsaviturvarenyam. There's a way to chant. Tatsaviturvarenyam bharga devasya dhemahi. How to analyze a Sanskrit stanza? Why Gayatri I am taking? Because grammatically it is the perfect shloka. I am just educating you what is a gram and where people do blunders when they chant. Diya yana prachadaya. The secrets of the Gayatri. The Chanda, Vishwamitra is not ordinarily worshipped. Vishwamitra is given sound of silence, how to chant each word. The entire thing is how you chant it. If you chant wrongly, it won't come. Because the frequency, wavelength, what is the bandwidth? When you are tuning into FM radio so and so frequency, and even one frequency, 92.73, if you tune into 93.71, something else will come. So it is all about why it is very important. Say 93.75 is the channel allocated, is a frequency, bandwidth given. Now when you tune into this, you will get a particular channel, a news channel or a movie channel you will get. Now, say 93 point, allocation of the bandwidth people don't understand. This is called bandwidth. Now 93.76 I tune. Do you think you will get the same? No. So this can be a channel, music channel, and this can be a horror channel. And 93.77 can be a comedy channel. Hey, what happens? In a word, the difference between 93.75, 93.76, 93.77. The one who knows bandwidth. So he knows. So if you expect, you want to listen to some channel and you tune, hey, what happened 93 point instead of 74, let me tune 93.76. Will you get that channel? Impossible. So same way when we say sound of silence or a chant, the experience is that. Experience is the science. And way to, and still the secret is not over. Tatsaviturvarenyam bharga devasya dhemahi diyo yana prachadayat. The chanting style. You have to see again. That's called Tripada. Tripada means not only three stages. That's called Prasa, Yatisthana. Prasa is very, very important. Yati is very, very important. V. The third, sixth letter matches in pronunciation. Third and sixth letter will have similarity. But this is Laghu. This is Dirgha. This is single matra and this is Bahupada. Laghu matra, this is Tatsavitarvare vi ri, di, de, di, yo, cho. The vowels, very, very important. Yo, cho. Diyo, yana, pracha. If this is agonistic, this is antagonistic. This is agonistic, this is antagonistic. And this is agonistic, this is antagonistic. If that is not there, it is not called Gayatri at all. Similarly, fifth letter when you take, the letter before you go, it is the shortest matra. Tatsavitarvare va, vi. Tatsavitarvare va. That's all. Very short matra. Pra, sya, va. Pra, laghu. It has to be a short one. This is the most shortest one. All you see. What is here? Bargo de e. Diyo yo yang. E. Then where is U? Tatsavitarvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi Diyo yonah prachodayat. One U, one A. Tatsavitarvarenyam Bhargo devasya two. Dhiyo yonah prachodayat. One letter is U, two letters are A, E, U, A, I. Tatsavitarvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi Diyo yonah prachodayat. Right. Tatsavitarvarenyam. This is right. Tatsavitarvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi Diyo yonah prachodayat. Yo. Diyo. You. Diyo yonah prachodayat. E, U, A, I, O, So many places. Tatsavitarvarenyam yam. He, yat. Vashat, throwing it. Diyo prachodayat. Tatsavitarvarenyam dhimahi. No. Mahin. It is mahin. Where you throw, the end in Sanskrit always goes ending. In. Yam. in, ya. So these are all the things when you chant you have to keep in mind. Way to chant, how to chant, and what are the letters. It has all the vowels. That's why it's called connecting. And it has no ka, it has no ga. It has no ka, ga. Why Gayatri is great? Because it doesn't have ka, it doesn't have ga. It has a sarala and other saralas other than ka, cha it has. And it doesn't have ta. There is no ta. Ta is there, no ta. Ka, cha, ta. Ta is there. Pa is there. But the words which are disruptive, ga, ja, da, da, ba. Wherever ta comes, da, ta, da, pa, ba, cha, ja, cha, ja. In India, when you accent in the world, some places, depends on from which place you come. A place where you come from is very soft, then there is no ka there. Instead of ka they use ga. Instead of cha they use ja. Instead of ta they use da. Instead of ta they use da. Instead of pa they use ba. In India it is very common. Instead of va they use ba. In Bengal when you go there is no va, there is only a ba. So entire India calls the same name in a different way. And when you go into the Bengal in a different way, it is all about how you chant. So here in Gayatri, why we are telling Gayatri? Because there is no ka in Gayatri. So there is no ta. This is ta, tan, tan. So there is no ta. And pa is there, pra, pra. So pa, ta, cha is there, ta is there. But ka is not there, ka is not there. Similarly, ga, za, da, da, ba. Da is the very important word, ba, very important word, which contains Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodhayat Bhargo Da Ba. Even it doesn't have ga, it doesn't have ja, it doesn't have da. Because these are very soft, these are very, very hard, very tough. Ka, ga, ga, ka, ga, ja, da, 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 ja, ga. So the breaking sounds. Ka, cha, ta, 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 pa. How you pronounce ka, cha, ta? It breaks. Ta, ta, pa, pa. Even you say pa, still it is not breaking. That's what it contains. Ga, ga, breaking. That's why it doesn't contain any of that word. Ga, ga. It is used for Ganapati because his job is to break all the titans, demons, and yakshas. So he has to use holding the stick. So ga, ga, gam Ganapatiye namaha. Ga, glam, gleam, glum, glime, glum, glum. Clam, clam, calikai, kali, very fierce. You have to use only when it comes to where it is necessary, only you have to use. Ka, ga, ja, ja, da. Why they have not used the ja? Because it is a bhava, again born. That's why it is nishiddha. That's why ja has not come here. Da, 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 da. Da means come. Da, not go. This is go. And da means come. Go. Ba, ba. Bargho, ba, 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 ba. How you look at why Gayatri has to be understood? So at one level, as I said, so it is a never-ending story. Entire Sanskrit grammar can be explained by yatisthana, by yati, prasa, yati, 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 yati. Prasa means following the same prasa. Yati, this, yati, a positioned place, yati. Matra, yati, matra, yati, prasa, chanda. This is all chanda. Chanda means matra, yati, prasa, and then pada. How many words you have? How many lines you have? Pada. These are the requirements. Then you have to see sandhi. Conjunction, junction, conjoining the words. All these are very important. So if you know properly, you're chanting. Unless you know it, you cannot. How do you know it? Only when you experience it, when you understand. Experience, pratyaksha, experiencing it, then you will understand it. Once you understand it, you can write it. Always any of these, sound when it comes, it has to be experienced first. There is nothing to read. It has to be experienced. If you have experienced the best sound, then you know what is the worst sound. By the same letter, when you write on a board, same stanza, it doesn't make any poetry, it is just written there, it doesn't make any sense. How you chant, it makes sense. Sound, music means what? If I write on a board, will you listen to music? Music means it has to be chanted, it has to be sing, it has to be sung, and then you will hear the song. And the who sings the best, the listener will know. It will not be the same, no two voices will be the same. Even chanda is the same, but the voice will be different. One voice will be very good, one voice will be very bad. Experience, skill. A Buddha's voice is called a roar. A Buddha's voice, it is explained, is entirely different. So, all those qualities come. The voice of the teacher, why? Especially when you chant, all these 45 years, where it goes into your tone. It goes into your voice, your experience. After 40 years or 50 years of practice, if your voice is becoming weak, means, so you are not practicing properly. It respirates poor cardiovascular system instead of strong cardiovascular system. So what is experienced day by day, your chant becomes clear, lucid, more powerful. Experience is added into the chant. First day you cannot. A monk, a priest, first day when he comes and chants, he can never. You may have a loud voice. It has nothing to do with loud voice. It has to do with experience. As you go on using it, administering it, as you go on experiencing it, and as you go on administering it, as you go on experimenting it, experiencing it, experimenting it, and then you will become very effective. It is not a musician story at all. It is a yogi story. Rig Veda, the Rig Veda mantra it is. The third chapter, third adhyaya of the Rig Veda. Rig. So that's why, I'm taking some time. Yes, you will find somewhere 24 letters. What does it convey, you tell me? If I don't explain you this, what does it convey? So that's why Shankaracharya said, Dukkam karane, chanting is not important. You go on repeating, so ratifying, memorizing is not important. Understand, third letter is, sixth letter is, seventh letter is, eighth letter is like this, sixth letter I have to chant like this, second letter is like this. It is not like that. You have to experience it. He asked the student, have you ever listened? No, sir. I am only reading, sir. It is a sound. How come you read a sound? You have to listen. That's what Shankaracharya told that boy. When he is trying to read Vedanta, he said Vedanta is not to be read, it has to be listened. Dukkam karne, dukkam. What you are chanting, is it the way you study? Is it the way you chant Sanskrit? You are killing the Veda. Instead of that, it is better you go to the temple. Why you waste your time in Veda? And you are making mockery of the Veda. Go to the temple, better you say, Govindam bhaja Govindam, Govindam bhaja Govindam, Mudhamate, Govindam bhaja Mudhamate. Spontaneously. And left and right Shankaracharya is given to admonish that student like Buddha. That's why I said any guru, where Shankaracharya is a very soft person, you will know from Bhaja Govinda how harsh he is. How harsh, what a Vairagya he is talking, how he is breaking the Vairagya of the students. He breaks the body at all. One day when the time permits, I will chant that Bhaja Govinda. It is like a beating. They don't beat around the bush. They only hit at the bull's-eye. You should understand. There is no murmuring the words. There is no mincing the words. So they just say whatever and is right, because what comes out from them is only the right. They can never promote any wrong thing. Oh my God, if I say wrong thing, whether the student will stay or not, whether the student will hold on to you or not, least bother. Like Kumar, I am least bothered. What do you think? So it is for your benefit I am telling the right thing. If you are not interested, doesn't matter. You are at loss, I am not at loss. If you go to a lake, and so in childhood we used to go to the lake, and so we wash our ass using the water I told you. No, I don't like you lake, and you don't wash using that water your ass. And whether lake is in a problem or whether your ass is in, which stinks you tell me, lake stinks or your ass stinks? Your ass stinks. A person with the wisdom going to a lake, and if he gets annoyed with the lake, he is called a fool. He should not get angry on the lake. He went after all to the lake to clean his ass. And all the wisdom is, and to use that whatever, no, this water is not good, this water is very good, this pH is 4.5, this pH is 7, this pH is 14, so this water, before you go to the lake, you should have thought about it. And so you passed already excreta, you joined there on the lake bed, you finished, and your excreta is there, your ass is full of excreta, and now you sit, hey lake dirty, I won't wash. Whether that water is dirty, now where your ass is dirty, which is more important to clean, tell me. So there is nothing dirt than your ass over there. So the first priority is cleaning the ass. This example in the ashram, I am telling you How crude examples, you may be wondering. Shankaracharya or Buddha, when they admonish, if I chant those things, it is like breaking. Oh my God, where is the softness? You will see, he breaks you apart completely. That's only the way to break the coconut, It's very sheathed. Otherwise, it is like your skull. You are not using the brain, you are using the skull. Skull is so thick. Brain is so thin inside. That's why, in order to thicken the brain, so now what the teacher will do, he will break the skull, coconut.